The New York Jets are now on the board.
Okay, Jet fans, Darrell Revis.
Being in New York has been one of the greatest blessings.
Saks Fifth Avenue ran that one right now.
The New York Jets select.
Welcome to another episode of NFL Draft Preview. Ethan Greenberg, Dane Brugler, taking a break from the position-by-position previews. We have a little bit of a fun exercise on tap. We're going mock draft, full Jets mock draft, brought to you by Dane Brugler of The Athletic. So let's kick things off. Number 4 overall, cue the jingle. The Jets select Ahmad Sauce Gardner out of Cincinnati. Why is he the right pick here for the green and white?
6'3", 190, 33.5-inch arms, and he ran a 4.41. That alone has got your attention. How about the fact that he had over 1,100 coverage snaps in college and did not allow a touchdown? Productive, had at least 3 interceptions each of the last 3 years at Cincinnati. This guy was a lockdown corner. He's a long-bodied, athletic cover man, does a great job staying on top of routes. He challenges the catch point, very disruptive. Want to see him continue to get stronger, but if you're looking for a sticky bump and run corner, he's got athletic instincts. He can smother different types of route runners. It's not just vertical guys, not just possession guys. Any type of route runner, he can handle them.
All right, so Sauce Gardner is the pick for the Jets in your mock draft at 4. Jermaine Johnson, though, is your pick at 10. So in this scenario, you think that it's one, feasible that he makes it to 10, and 2, obviously is the right choice for the Jets there, because why?
Feasible, I think that's a good way to put it. I don't know that it's, I definitely wouldn't call it a lock. I definitely wouldn't say that it's more than likely, but it's certainly possible that Jermaine Johnson could be there at number 10. 6'5", 254 pounds, 34-inch arms. This is a player that was kind of lost a little bit in that Georgia front seven. He bets on himself. Transfers to Florida State, becomes the alpha of that defensive line, and he had a career year. Led the ACC in tackles for loss, 18. Led the ACC in sacks with 12. And you wondered, how would the uptick in snaps, how would he respond? He responded in a pretty big way. And so for Jermaine Johnson, you start to run out of reasons why he shouldn't be a top 15, top 10 pick when you watch the tape, when you talk to him.
So a lot of mock drafts right now have the Jets selecting receiver at number 10. That's a popular pick. You have the Jets going receiver with pick number 35 with Penn State's Jahan Dotson. What kind of player is Jahan Dotson? What would he add to this Jets offense?
5'11", 178, not the biggest guy. And so, that's something that, you think about, and how he fits with your current roster. And, you drafted Elijah Moore in the, early second round last year. How does he, he's not a big guy. Are you looking for more size at that position? But the way Jahan Dotson plays, he plays so much bigger than he looks because he has outstanding ball skills, maybe the best ball skills in this entire draft.
Jahan Dotson, very impressive player for Penn State. Then you have the Jets 3 picks later going back to the defense, going to the safety. So you get your corner with pick number 4. Then you get Lewis Cine, right? What does he add as a player that this Jets defense is missing right now?
Yeah, I think he gives you range. He gives you explosiveness. He's got an appetite for contact. He's really a do-everything safety. And we saw that. We talked so much about the front seven at Georgia, and deservedly so. But Lewis Cine, what he did coming from the back, whether he's playing downhill and making physical hits, whether he's showing his range, playing either sideline. So I think he's an ascending talent and somebody that I think can come in and play right away, and he's going to get better with the more action that he sees on the field.
In the 3rd round, Chad Muma out of Wyoming, tackling machine, not to mention, the Jets coached him in the Senior Bowl, so this is where you really start to pay off the dividends. So what do you think about Chad Muma and his fit with the Jets?
Muma over the last 2 years averaged 11.3 tackles per game, so tackling machine, like you mentioned. I think that when you watch his film, it's catnip for NFL scouts, because you're looking at him. He can run. He can fill up the stat sheet. The intangibles are off the charts. Does he have any major deficiencies as a prospect? I don't think so. I think that maybe his lateral range is average. His take on skills could be better, but he doesn't have that one fatal flaw that I think is going to keep him from being a good player in the NFL.
All right, round 4 and round 5, the Jets have 2 picks apiece. Let's start in round 4. Where are you going with both of the picks here?
Let's get better on offense and start on the offensive line, adding some depth. with Luke Gedeke from Central Michigan. Gedeke is a really good player as well, and I think he's going to be an NFL starter. Maybe inside at guard, probably his better fit. I think he's a really good finisher in the run game. Does a great job staying connected to blocks because his hands are so strong and he stays balanced through contact. And I think in pass protection, that's where you see a little bit of where he needs to work on. And that's why I think moving him inside to guard, probably his best fit. Then the second player, Jake Ferguson, tight end out of Wisconsin, 3-year starter. He's primarily an inline guy, but a guy that can do everything. He can block. He's a reliable pass catcher, natural tracking skills, can work in traffic. Not a guy that's going to put the ball on the ground. I think he only one drop this past year and 61 targets. So, he's a guy that's maybe not going to scare defenses with his athleticism. He doesn't have a pull-away gear, but a guy that's just reliable, dependable, competitive in all aspects of his game.
All right, well, let's wrap this baby up. Round 5, the Jets also have 2 picks in the 5th round. So where are you going to round out your 5 round, which is really a 7-round mock draft because the Jets don't have picks in round 6 or round 7 right now. So where are we going to wrap this up?
Iowa State defensive tackle who's really impressive, Ioma Uwazurike, 6'6", 316 pounds, over 35-inch arms, a Detroit native who went to Iowa State and really got better every single year. And he blossomed as a senior. I think he ranked top 3 in school history in tackles for loss, 34.5. You look at it, the length, the athletic feet, he could be disruptive from different alignments. So it doesn't matter if you run even or odd fronts. He's gonna be a fit for you. You can find a spot for this guy and add immediate depth to your rotation on the defensive line. And then the other guy I want to talk about, Christopher Allen, the second pick in the 5th round. A little bit of a forgotten player out of Alabama, 6'4", 241. Missed this entire year with an ankle injury, foot injury that he suffered in the season opener. He only played 10 snaps this year. 10 snaps before he got hurt. But you know what? Those 10 snaps were really, really impressive. As long as the medicals are clean, I think he's a guy that can come in, be a rotational pass rusher, and maybe grow into more.